Crypto is looking incredibly bullish, but Turbo, the Turbo meme coin, isn't doing that well in the last week. What's going on? I've made several videos on Turbo before. Let's have a look at the updated on-chain metrics that most people aren't considering. Let's try to get an edge in this market. Now, in general, the market is expanding right now, and Ethereum and its layer 2s is one of the main winners in this. We got the approval for the Ethereum ETF, so a lot of money will flow into Ethereum, helping the tokens on ETH, of course, as well. But there's something strange going on. I published a video on Turbo just 3 days ago, and since then the price didn't actually move that much. So we were at 0.66 cents. Now we are at 0.61 cents. However, the videos performed quite well, as in there were way more views than for the average video. That was both for the first, but also for that second video. Where does all the attention come from when the price isn't doing much? Now let's first have a look at the on-chain metrics in the last week. So on the left side, we see the number of wallets that hold at least $1,000 worth of the Turbo token. We had quite a lot of purchasing on the 30th and 31st of May, then retail rather distributed. But still, over that week, the number of holders grew for retail. For medium-sized retail, that's not necessarily the case. This is now a minimum holding of $10,000. On the right, we've got the whales. That's a minimum holding of $100,000 worth of the Turbo token. Here again, this is how the price developed. We had a massive rush, then a subsequent dump, and we've got all of that attention while Turbo is only at market rank 239. That's quite surprising, but actually Turbo isn't as small as it appears to be. Because when we look at the tokens directly on chain, on the Ethereum chain, and we order those tokens by the size of their liquidity pools, then what we discover is that Turbo is actually at place 18. It's the 18th largest cryptocurrency on Ethereum. So the 239 ranking in terms of market cap is really quite deceptive. Now there is a problem with Turbo, and I talked about this already in the prior video. Turbo is one of the largest tokens on chain, but it's also held massively by the centralized exchanges. 16% is held by OKX. 15% is held by Uphold. We've also got massive holding by Gate.io, by BitGet, by Maxi. And not all of those wallet balances are constantly accumulating, right? This is rather going sideways here. This chart doesn't look that different, at least in the last few weeks. And have a look at this. Initially accumulation, now distribution. So the picture is quite mixed. Maybe there's some kind of battle between the centralized exchanges going on here. This is not just accumulation by retail or by the whales. 37% of trading volume happens on Gate.io, 30% on OKX, etc. This is a token dominated by the centralized exchanges. Now there's a second version of Turbo, and that's on the Solana chain. It has way less liquidity, but I do want to point out the on-chain statistics. We had a lot of activity up until the 28th of May. That activity then turned around. The 28th of May was, by the way, over here. And so the bet with all of this is that the centralized exchanges will at some point push this again, right? When there's so much holding of Turbo now, and when there's still so much attention on Turbo, as can be seen with the YouTube statistics, then maybe at some point, when the trading volume is low enough and when the price has depressed enough, we might see another artificial pump again. How long can that take? Maybe around 3 months. Because check this out, this is the long-term Turbo chart on a logarithmic scale. We had a pump in December of 2023, then another pump in March of 2024, and now the next one in May of this year. So maybe in July, maybe in August, we see another pump, but probably we first have to come down with the trading volume. And of course, there is a correlation between attention, trading volume, and price. As the trading volume goes down, the price tends to decline as well. And so one potential approach could be to simply just dollar cost average down, right? One could simply stay away. But if you're long-term bullish on Turbo and you're okay with the volatility, you can simply just buy as we go down. And then when nobody is looking, when attention is super low, that's probably the point in time when the centralized exchanges are going to set up the fireworks again. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly, also on Turbo. Feel free to also give this a like. It helps the channel grow. Statistics like this or like this can be made with the tools in Premium. The link is down below, thebitcointrader.com. You can plug in any Ethereum token, any Solana token into those tools and look at the stats. If you don't want to pay for Premium yet, there's also a free Telegram. Link is as well down below. Looking forward to chatting with you.